And then I grabbed my dad's hat. I grabbed his hat and I threw it at him. I told him to go to hell. And she was like, the cops searched your room. There was no sidewalk from there to McDonald's. So I was like dead ass running in the ditch. I look sus, I know.
We are always running for the thrill of it, thrill of it.
Oh my god. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I don't know how to start intros, honestly. I never did, but like, and this is like my first story time, so y'all be kind.
Please.
Ew, I look oily. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you a story of when my dad called the cops on me and why I ran away that night. So yeah, anyway, this happened like 2 years ago now. This is just like, I'm not hating on anyone, like I'm over it. They should be too, like it happened 2 years ago. If you ain't, something wrong with you. I don't know where to start because there's a lot of factors that like go into this. I don't know where to start. Okay, let's start like from the beginning. So, as y'all know, I lived in the res. I was a res kid.
But now I'm not. I live in the city.
I'm gonna tell you why. So, when I lived in the res, my stepmom, she wanted to move to Lloyd. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with her. Like, we was fine there. Like, there was enough rooms for everyone. We was good. She just like, I don't know. She just wanted to move. So, my dad agreed with her and I didn't. I was grumpy like the whole month. But that time, my phone was like broken. I think it was like October. Yeah, it is October. It was like the end of September, beginning of October is when my phone like was broken. It was like dead. It wouldn't work. I don't know. My dad said he wouldn't fix it, but I knew he would if I helped out a lot. So that's what I did. I helped out a lot on packing, on moving stuff from Onion Lake to Lloydminster. I was like the only one helping a lot out of all my siblings. So then he got that phone fixed after we moved to Lloyd. But when he gave it back to me, he was like,
I don't want you talking back to me anymore. Take your phone away. I'm going to smash it right in front of you. I was like,
okay. And then they registered me in Holy Rosary, which is a damn Catholic school. Like I wasn't feeling that school. And like I was in that school for like about 2 weeks, I think. I don't know, maybe less, maybe more, I don't know, but maybe 3 weeks, I don't know. Who had no friends? Me. It was kind of hard to make friends. Like I don't even know how I made friends here, but I did. Anyway, this happened. I know the exact date because that date is when the big ass moon was out. Okay, Hunters. It was called the Hunter's Moon. Oh shit. Okay, October 23rd, 2018 is when the Hunter's Moon came out. That's when everything went south. Anyway, I was coming back from school.
I was like having a good day and all.
Then I was like doing chores and all that. I was like outside doing all that. And I was like asking my brother. I was like,
hey yo, you want to come with me to the park?
Because like we lived by Bud Miller. And it was like, nah. And I was like, come on, let's go. And it was like, nah. And I was like,
hurry up.
And then we went inside, and then this hoe, he was like, Dad, Dominic's getting mad at me. I don't even know why he said that. Like, bro, I was just trying to go to the park. And then he started yelling at me and started getting mad at me. I was like, bro, chill. And then I went downstairs because my room is downstairs. And then I got mad because like I have a short temper, if y'all didn't know. But yeah, I went downstairs and I kind of like slammed my door, not gonna lie. It was not a smart move. Because this hoe, he was like right above my room, in the living room. He was like,
quit slamming doors. You want me to come hit you?
I was like, go ahead, come do it. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this right, but like, it's like really hard. Like, this happened a long time ago. Like, remembering stuff is not my best suit. So I'm sorry. And then my stepsister and her cousin and my sister, they wanted to go get slush. And 7-Eleven from my house there, it was like so far. It was like a 10-minute walk. And like, I was like kind of hesitant on going, but like the moon was out. And I was like, sure, I'd come because I wanted to look at the moon. So me, my sister, my brother, my stepsister, and her cousin all went. I think my other little sister came with us. I have no idea. But we all went to go get some Slurpees at 7-Eleven. And by that time, it was like already dark as hell. I think it was like 7, 8, maybe 9. I don't know. But like the moon was out. And then we got back and I was like trying to do some homework because my social studies teacher, she gave me some work to do that was due the next day, and I was like trying to do it. But when I got on my phone,
the Wi-Fi was turned off.
That ain't right. And like I wasn't connected to anything. Like my dad cut me off after I made my bill on Kudo over 1,002 times. Does that make sense? So he cut me off. I was like, I don't even know why I'd done that. Like, and like my stepmom, she got like this Wi-Fi router from Costco. Like, she could choose from her phone. Like, my dad and stepmom, they could choose from their own phones who gets to go on the Wi-Fi. But my Wi-Fi was off, like, almost always. Like, it was off almost always. So, like, they kept shutting off. So, and then I went upstairs to go eat. And then my sister was the only one eating, like, at the table. And my dad was in the living room with his baby. And then everyone else was, like, in their rooms. And then I was like,
Dad, can you, like, turn on my Wi-Fi because I got some schoolwork to do?
I asked a simple... God, this is annoying. I asked a simple question. And he was like... He went off on me. He was like...
You finally gonna do your homework now? Like, blah, 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 blah.
Then he kept getting mad at me. And then I was eating soup. I took a bite out of it. And then he was like... calling me selfish and everything. And like, I don't care about anyone else but myself. And then my sister, like, she was a real one. She was like... She hopped in and she was like... And then she tried to help me out and she said something to my dad. My dad shut that down real quick. He was like, nah, you out of here. No one was talking to you. And then he was like, nah, I ain't gonna argue with you guys. I ain't gonna argue in front of my child. And I was like, this is like a frequent thing like we did. We like get mad at each other, we scream at each other. And like, it wasn't working. Like, something was wrong with us. He started saying shit to me. Like, he started saying stuff to me. And then I get up out of anger while he was holding his child. Y'all gonna get real mad at me. I get up and I throw a spoon at him and was like, what you? Bruh, but of course, me being bad at sports, I missed by 3 feet. And then he was like, what the f***? Are you just trying to hit my child? I was like...
I ain't got nothing against that child. I was trying to hit you.
Yeah, and then he started calling me pathetic. He called me a loser. He called me an asshole. And that's probably why I had no friends. But like...
That hits you close to home. Like,
you ain't gotta do me like that. Like, I had friends, but not at that Catholic school. Like, who the hell goes to Catholic school? So... when he said that, I grabbed my bowl full of soup. I only got 1 bite out of it. I pick it up and I smash it. I was like, that's how mad I was. Like, it just kept going. And like, that was like out of like 10 minutes of arguing when that happened. I was like, psh, I smashed it. Bro, this is getting annoying. And then soup was everywhere and then glass was everywhere. And then my stepmom out of nowhere in the background, she was like, what the f is going on out there? And no one said anything to her. And then my dad, he was like, I'm gonna call the cops on you. And I was like,
do it.
And then... like, I think he was going to do it. He grabbed his phone and he started calling. And I was like, he ain't going to do it. And then his phone's so loud, I hear the cops on the other line. I was like,
hell nah.
And then my stepmom came out of nowhere and like she came through the hallway. She was like, I was like, and then I grabbed my dad's hat, like, because it was like on the railing. I grabbed his hat and I threw it at him. And I told him to go to hell. Oh my god, this is cool. Anyway, hi guys. So I know you guys are all thinking like,
damn, Dominic, you're so dramatic. Like, why don't you just listen? You're such a brat. But like,
honestly, y'all weren't there. Like, me and my stepmom did not get along. Me and my dad did not get along. We would be constantly fighting through like, how many years? Like, they were together for like 2 years and like, no, they did not want me there. So like, I just snapped and then left. So yeah. And then he was telling the cops like,
yeah, my kid, he's like smashing stuff. He's like yelling.
And then he gave him the address and I was like, then I went downstairs, then I started packing all my stuff. I don't know what was wrong with me at the time. Like, I grabbed my Slytherin jacket. Like, I don't know why I grabbed it out of everything. I dumped my school stuff. I started packing stuff. And then I grabbed a piece of paper with my auntie and grandma's phone number on it. Because like, a week before that happened, I was visiting Sierra and my dad, he called me and told me to get home now. So after we were done arguing over the phone, because I wanted to stay over at Sierra's because I haven't seen her for like 3 weeks. I just knew that he was going to take my phone away. Like, I had a gut feeling that he was going to take my phone away and smash it because like, he said that if that happened again, he would smash it. So I got ready because I wasn't going to do that. I was planning on going and leaving. I write down my auntie's phone number and everything because she texted to me on Snapchat. And I write it down on paper just in case something happened. And like, I left and I had no Wi-Fi and I would just like call them on someone's phone. So that's why I had that. I wrote that down and then I went home. But when I got home, nothing happened. Anyway, I packed that paper. I packed some sweaters, I packed some pants, and then I grabbed my charger. And then I ditched. Like, I opened the door, I slammed it open, I slammed the front door open, I put on my flops and I ditched. Like, I left the front door open and I just ran. I could have went through the Bud Miller trail, but like I didn't feel like getting kidnapped at the time, so I went through the houses and not through the woods. But I went through a trail like around the houses because I didn't want to meet up with the cops.
Because they were coming for me.
So I decided to go to the Southside McDonald's because there I felt like I wouldn't get caught. So I went there and like Southside McDonald's from my house, like that was so far. It took like a half hour to get there. And then when I got there, I sat by the play park, and then I checked through my bag. I grabbed my charger, but I had no block. I forgot my damn block, and you guys want to know what percent my phone was at? It was at 20%. I was like,
I'm gonna die tonight.
where do I go? Like, I was planning on going to Sierra's uncle's house because I was there like a week before. I was like, they'll probably know me. So I was gonna go there, but I texted Tanisha. Okay, I have a screenshot. Hold on, let me bring it up. Let me read it for you guys. Okay, so I was like, hello, where are you, to Tanisha? And then she said, I'm at my auntie's. And I asked her where. She said, by Bishop. Why? LOL. And then I sent her a snap and I said I ran away, and she didn't believe me. But then I showed her my bag and everything, and she believed me. And then I told her if we could meet up, and then she said yeah. And then I said I don't have texting, and then I said I'll try to walk to Bishop, but I didn't know where that was because I was like I didn't live in Lloyd long, so I don't know where anything was. So I was like, I looked it up on my maps, and then she told me it's by Randall Park School. Text me when you get there. There's most likely Wi-Fi there. And then she said, wait, explain everything to me when you see me. So I went there. I looked up where she said on the maps, and I was like, I can't be staring at this because my battery's gonna drain. So I looked at it like once in a while, and then I walked all the way from Southside McDonald's. I walked all the way towards the mall, and that shit's far. And I was walking through houses, through little, I don't know where I was walking at the moment. Like, it was late that time. Like, I think it was like almost, I think it was 11 o'clock because the walking took forever. And then I was like kind of lost. I was like,
where do I go?
I look at my maps, and then I go to Bishop School. I was like there, and then I was there, but I couldn't connect to Wi-Fi, and I was like there for like, I don't know, 20 minutes trying to connect to Wi-Fi. I was just like sitting there like,
what the hell are we gonna do now?
I didn't see her anywhere. I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi. I couldn't get anywhere. So I decided to walk all the way from Bishop School to the Southside McDonald's.
And I connected real quick.
I got her message when I connected to the McDonald's Wi-Fi, and then she asked me if I'm good. And then she said this, Dominic, I hope you made it home safe. And then I said, it wouldn't let me log in because I couldn't connect to the Wi-Fi there. Like, I don't know what was wrong with it. Yeah, and then she asked me if I'm still trying to meet with her, and I was like, yeah. And then she told me that she was gonna walk to the lights. Like, I don't even know how to explain this to y'all. I'm sorry I'm bad at this. Then she said the big ass lights by your place, and I said, okay, wait, it would take me a while. I was in my, hold on, let me show you. Okay, these are the flops I was wearing. They're musty, I know. Like, they had these, like, they were so hard. Like, I was wearing those. I was wearing those when I was walking around the whole city. Like, I think it's a city, I don't know. But oh yeah, I walked over there because I knew where she was talking about because she said by the big pond. So I went running, like I ran, and like there was no sidewalk from there to McDonald's. So I was like dead ass running in the ditch. I look sus, I know. I told her I was gonna be there at this time. I told her that I was gonna like take me a while. And like, it was like a real long ass road. And then when I finally almost got there, I seen a girl, because she said that she was gonna meet me there because she was gonna drop me off the charger. So I was gonna go there. And then I seen a girl walking the opposite direction. I was like, wait, that's her. That's her. So I started yelling, and then I started running across, and then I ran across the street. And then she started running, and then I started running. I was like, damn, this is kind of, I was like, this don't look right. So I went running because I knew it was her. She's short. And I was like, that's her, that's her. And then she went running down this street. I don't know where she was going, but I went chasing after her. And I was like,
yo, Tanisha, I was like, hello, stop. And I was like,
bro, she ain't gonna hear me. And then when I was running, she dropped something. I looked when she was dropping, she dropped a damn butter knife. She said it wasn't a butter knife, but nah, it was a butter knife. I was like, what's she gonna do with that? But she dropped that, and like there was a field. I was like, maybe I could cut her off. So I ran through that field, and I like jumped over the fence. And when I jumped over the fence, I don't know where she went from that because she was nowhere to be seen. And then I look around, and then I seen this building. That building looked familiar because my stepmom bought a bed frame thingy from someone in that building. I was like, I remember Sierra telling me that Tanisha told her that her auntie lives there. I was like, maybe she's in there. So I went in there, like the doors weren't locked. Like, I don't know why that apartment building wasn't locked. Okay, so I think I got my story mixed up, guys. I have no idea. I forget, I'm kind of slow. Anyway, I think I rang the apartment number because Tanisha gave me an address and all that, but like I didn't know that was I didn't know that that was where she was. Like, honestly, I do not know. I forget. It was either that or it wasn't locked. I'm sorry, I forget. But I went all the way to the top because I remember where that I remember where we went. Like I remember the apartment. It was like all the way at the top, and then went all the way down. And then I heard someone coming inside the building. I was like, oh my god! And then I started running down the hallway, and then I hear Tanisha. She was like,
Dominic, and
then I got a video of her. I'm gonna show you the video, but I'm gonna turn off the sound because I sound stupid. And then she started calling her mom and everything, and then she told her I was coming, and then she asked me if I wanted to like stay over at her house over the night. I was like,
say less.
then we're walking down the street, like down the highway to her, because we're gonna go to her house. She was at her auntie's house, and then there's this damn cat following us. I was like, shoot, I was, but it wouldn't leave us. And then it took us like, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes to get to her house. Then when we got there, like she was nervous. Like she was nervous for me to meet her mom. Like I was low-key nervous. Like I was like freaking out. But I was like, just go on, because I was like cold. Like get in the house, I'm cold. And then she was like, okay. And then I went inside of her garage because there's her mom and her stepdad wanted to talk to me. And I was like, damn. So I went in there and I went to go talk to them. And yeah, and then they said, and then I could stay the night. I was like,
true.
Her stepdad made me dinner because I said, I threw my soup on the ground. And then he said, you're probably hungry then. And then he made me something. I started eating it. And then Tanisha, she was like on the couch while I was eating whatever he made me. And then I was like, can you not look at me? And yeah, and I started eating it. And then I don't know where her stepdad went, but he left. And then she was like, you don't gotta eat that if you don't want to. And I was like, I wanted to eat it because I spilled my soup. I didn't eat that night, but I didn't eat it. I didn't end up eating it, and like we threw it away because I felt like, I don't know, I didn't want her to watch me eat. And I was like, oh. And then I sat on the couch and we just started talking. I was like, so can I use your phone to text my auntie? And then she said, sure. And then I grabbed the paper out of my bag, and then I put in the number, and then I called. I didn't text, I called. And then it rang for a while, and then my auntie picked up, and then she said, hello. And I was like, hi, it's Dominic, can you come pick me up? My dad called the cops on me. And then she was like, are you for real? And I was like, yeah. Like, I don't even know what was wrong with me. Like, I didn't cry. Like, I would usually cry. I would like be shooken up from me and my dad's arguments. You know, I would cry myself to sleep. I don't know what was wrong with me. I'm just a little psychopath. I was just sitting there smiling. And I was like,
yeah,
for real, can you come pick me up? I'm in Lloyd. And then she said, yeah, but we have to get something fixed. So I was like, hey. So I hung up. And then, yeah, and then Tanisha gave me a blanket and I slept on her couch. God, my legs are hurting. I woke up to her brother and sister staring at me, and I was like, and they were like, and we had a staring contest for a second. I won. But yeah, and then I was texting her, I was telling her, get up here, and then she came up, and then her whole family left. I don't know where they went, but they left, so it was just me and her there. I checked on Instagram, and then my stepmom, she texted me, and she was like, are you all right? I don't know, I have a screenshot here, but it's cropped. I don't know why. She was like, where are you? Are you fine? Are you good? And I was like, I'm fine. I texted her back and I said, I'm fine. And this, like, I thought she really cared. Like, I was about to go back. I was about to go back home if she really cared. But this said, don't worry about it. I read what you said about me on Snapchat. She said, I'm nosy. Thanks for everything I've done for you. Don't bother ever asking me for anything. I'm glad you left. You're an ungrateful child. And I was like, damn. Because like what I said about her on Snapchat, like I was texting my sister and I was like, I didn't want to tell you where I was to her on Snapchat because it was gonna, because I don't know why she would, what the my stepmom, I don't know why, but my stepmom, she didn't respect my sister's privacy, so she went through her social medias and read her messages between everyone. And I knew that about her. And my sister asked me where I was on Snapchat, and I said, I don't want to tell you because Heather is nosy. I know she will look at this. And that's what she's talking about. And look, she did. But my sister texted me and said that Heather knows, she knows who I'm staying with, and she knows Tanisha's parents. And I was like,
how the hell does she know?
So me and Tanisha, we were pretty shook. And I was like pretty sketched out like the whole time I was there, because I was like, what if she shows up here? Like, what if? Like, I wasn't that far from my house. And then it was like, I don't know, it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then my grandma and auntie, they're like, I'm almost there, because they came from Edmonton. And then they finally got there. I don't know how late it was, but they got there. I gave them the address. Then I started packing my stuff. And yeah, I don't know if Tanisha's parents got home then. I don't know. And then Tanisha, she had my jacket on. I was like, so you're gonna give it back to me or what? I didn't want to ask her, but I was like, are you? Yeah, I got down the step. I was like about to leave, and then she was like, where's my hug? So then I gave her a hug, and then she said, and then she asked me if she could keep my jacket, and then I was like, go ahead, but you're gonna give it back to me next time.
I've never seen that jacket since.
And then I got into the vehicle, and then I headed my way back to Edmonton. Yeah, and when I got to Edmonton, my sister texted me, and she was like, the cops searched your room.
And I was like, what, for real?
And then I asked her why. She said they were looking for drugs, because I don't know what's up with my dad and drugs. Like, he thought I was on something that night. That's why he called the cops. So they searched my room for drugs, and I was like, no, my room's a mess. It's so embarrassing. So yeah, that's why he called the cops on me. But yeah, when I got to Edmonton, Tanisha texted me, and she was like, so your sister texted me. Hold on, I have a screenshot. Okay, she said, your sister called me and asked me questions about you and about your arms, as if you cut. What? I don't remember her saying that. What the hell? Well, anyway, I don't cut. I don't know why they were asking why I cut, but I don't cut. That's just the mark from the elastic. But yeah, she asked me that, but I don't. And then my sister asked her if my eyes were red that night, and she said that they weren't, because why would they? I wasn't high, I wasn't on anything. And then she said it sounded like there was someone telling her to say stuff spooky. And yeah, that was that. A lot of shit went down. Y'all, a lot of y'all are probably gonna be like, Dominic, all that was your fault. You could have just took the L for your homework. I was like, I could have, but nah. My dad, he would like say, if you want to live in Edmonton, go ahead, do it. Like, he would tell me that all the time, even like I had no intentions on moving to Edmonton, because because all my friends lived in Onion Lake, and I was like, Lloyd is close to Onion Lake, so I didn't want to move to Edmonton for that reason, but I did, because that's the only place I had to go. And then there, I didn't go to school for a whole semester, because I had no IDs, I had no birth certificate, so I wasn't in school for like a whole semester, so I'm kind of like behind. But my dad terminated his rights over me. I don't know, I don't get it, but now my grandma and auntie are now my legal guardians and all that, so now I live here, so now y'all know. But yeah, that's a very brief story, because like my brain cells are not working together.
Well, they never work.
Hope y'all enjoyed the story of why I live in Edmonton now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far,
You a real one, for real.
So yeah, goodbye.
East and the west, racking up on my breath, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest. All night long, she putting me to the test. Got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest. Cleaning up my lines, and sending them but the best. Hey girl, the cutest that I see. So bad I'm not using my Visine, gotta